In this video, I'm going to go over some of the basic features of AsTeRICS Grid. For those of you who don't know, AsTeRICS Grid is a really full-featured AAC application that could serve as a personal speech-generating device, or maybe as a launching pad for classroom activities centered around a large format display like an interactive LCD screen or maybe a smartboard. If you're an AAC user, you can use AsTeRICS Grid on any internet-capable device. And it also works offline, so once you've created some grids and made some changes, you don't necessarily have to be connected to the internet to use it. So let's go there and check it out. So you can follow this link, or you can type in AsTeRICS Grid in your favorite search engine, and notice the spelling. It's not asterisk, it's AsTeRICS. Okay, you wind up probably at this page. It offers two choices. You can register, or you can proceed unregistered. Here at the Langen School, we can't really register because of the way our Wi-Fi is configured, but we can still use it, and so can you, as an unregistered user. And the difference is, registered users can log in on any device, and they'll be able to access their pages. Whereas an unregistered user, the changes you make are saved only on the device you're using and in the browser you're using at the time you make the changes. Okay, so let's proceed as without registration. So I'm going to click that button, and it takes me to the main page. And this is the main page here. The buttons on above the main page allow me to interact with the main page. I can go to full screen mode. Let's take a look at that. On a PC, I can press full screen, covers all those decorations at the top, and on the left hand side it just presents the user with the speech device buttons. If I press escape, or on a tablet there's probably a little X up in the corner here, or right here, it brings me back into that slightly smaller view with the buttons at the top and the navigation grid on the left side. Alright, let's see what we need to do to edit a button. So to edit a button, I have to turn the editor on, and when I do that, there were some changes up here. To edit a button, I have to select a button first, and then click the More button and select Edit from the drop-down menu. Okay, from this pop-up, I can edit the label, and I can also edit the image. I'm going to leave the label alone. I'm just going to change the image, but before I do that, I'm going to show you. If I click this search button, it's going to bring up a bunch of symbols from opensymbols.org, which itself is a great website, and I encourage anyone to use it. They're free to use communication symbols collected from symbol sets from all over the world. It's a great free resource. Okay, so, but I want to change. I don't like any of those buttons. Oh, also, you know, it just shows you the first 7, 8, and I can click more and even more after that. And I could pick from any of those, but I'm gonna search for lunch. Oops. There we go. And I like that button, or that image. Okay, so I'm done editing this button. I can click OK. If I was editing a blank grid, I could use these to OK on the current button and move on to the next button in the sequence of buttons. I can also edit the actions. This button already had actions assigned to it. I'm not going to edit them right now. Okay, but let's see how this button behaves. So I'm going to turn the editor off, and I'm going to select that button. And I know it's got actions associated with it because this little gray corner square denotes that it's actually a button that's been programmed to link to another page. So let's see what that does. Okay, so it took me to this page. I'm going to click a button.
I would like a salty snack.
And the button was also, the default action on any button is just to speak the label. But this button had an additional action to speak some custom text. If I click on the message box,
salty snack,
it speaks the content. So if I had,
I would like some fruit.
And I could say, click here now.
Salty snack, fruit.
So the message box allows you to construct a sentence, say. You can also speak the contents of the message box with this button.
Salty snack, fruit.
And it erases everything. This deletes the last entry into the message box. This deletes everything in the entry box. This button brings you back to the previous page. And on every page, this button brings you to the home page. Okay, so we saw how to edit a button. Let's see how to create a new grid. So to do that, we'll go over to Manage Grids, and I'll click on that. And it brought up the main page because that's the page we were on. But it also I can also see from this screen all the grids that are already created, and there's a whole bunch of them. There's YouTube grids. There's keyboard grids with word prediction built into them. So there's a lot of interesting features in AsTeRICS Grid. But let's create a new grid. So to do that, we'll go to, we're in the Manage Grids. We'll click this button here for a new grid. And it comes up with a blank image, and its default title is New Grid. I'm going to call it Weather Today. Okay, and I click the checkbox, and it's still blank. So what I can do here is I can, we click the Edit button, and it comes up. It shows a grid with 4 columns and 3 rows. I can change that. Let's change the grid dimensions to 3 columns and 3 rows. Okay, and I can edit buttons, but I don't have any buttons showing, but I can fill the page with empty buttons. I select Fill with empty elements from the More button, and let's click on the first one. If I right-click on it, I can get a context menu and select Edit, or I could have gone up to More and selected Edit. So let's make the first button sunny, and we'll search for a sunny picture. There's a good one. I'm going to use the OK Edit Next, and we're going to go to rainy. I've done this before, so I'm going to use the shortcut. Okay, I like that picture, and I'm going to say OK. Okay, so actually I'm going to edit the sunny button to have a different action. So we'll see how that works. Actions. I selected actions from the edit action, the More button, edit action, and I'm going to add a new action. First, you have to select it. Speak custom text. I'm going to add that action, and I'm going to edit. And it's sunny outside. See, I've already done this, so I'm saving myself some typing. And I'm going to save it. And let's turn it off, and we'll check it out.
It is sunny outside.
Great. So that's basically it. So the next time I visit this page using this particular laptop and this browser, I will find my Weather Today page. In fact, if I don't leave this page and I close the browser right now and I come back to AsTeRICS Grid, it's going to take me here. It's going to take you to the last page you were using. It does that automatically. Okay, that's it. That's the end of this video.